No, no, I wouldn't touch
This
that.
is what the locals call a fire caterpillar.
You sure that's a caterpillar?
Oh yeah.
The insect world is full of fascinating creatures, from buzzing bees to colorful butterflies, but lurking among them are tiny predators that pack a deadly punch. Some are armed with venom that can paralyze or even kill, while others carry diseases capable of wreaking havoc on entire populations. Despite their small size, these insects are among the most dangerous creatures on Earth, often striking when you least expect it. In this video, we'll uncover the terrifying secrets of deadly insects you absolutely don't want to meet. Africanized honeybee, nature's flying fury. The Africanized honeybee, often called the killer bee, has a reputation that matches its aggressive nature. A hybrid of African and European honeybees, it was first introduced to Brazil in the 1950s and has since spread across North, Central, and South America. Unlike the more docile European honeybees, Africanized bees are hyper-defensive, attacking in large numbers when they perceive a threat. Their colonies are not only larger, but also intensely territorial, with the ability to chase intruders for up to a quarter mile at speeds approaching 25 miles per hour. Although their venom is chemically similar to that of European honeybees, the sheer number of stings delivered during an attack makes them far more dangerous. Allergic individuals are especially at risk, but even those without allergies may experience significant pain, swelling, and systemic reactions from multiple stings. The bees' relentless nature and rapid coordination make them a formidable force, capable of overwhelming humans, pets, and livestock alike. Africanized honeybees are highly adaptive, building hives in trees, abandoned structures, and even urban environments. Their ecological impact is complex. While they pollinate plants and crops, they can also devastate smaller insect populations and cause economic damage when attacking humans or livestock. Managing their spread requires careful attention and professional intervention, as disturbing a hive can provoke a sudden, violent response. Despite their fearsome reputation, these bees are not inherently malicious. Their aggression is defensive, a product of evolutionary survival strategies. Understanding their behavior and maintaining distance from hives can prevent deadly encounters. Before we move on, check this out. A bizarre photo of a giant bug with a human-like face recently went viral on TikTok, sparking wild rumors. The story? It was allegedly part of a failed gene mutation experiment in China, meant to create a bioengineered super insect for agricultural testing. The real bug never lived up to expectations, but that didn't stop Chinese netizens from flooding the internet with exaggerated, photoshopped versions. Can science fiction turn into science fail? Comment below. Bulldog ant, Australia's tiny terror. The bulldog ant, native to Australia, is a small yet highly dangerous insect. Despite its modest size, its sting packs venom that can cause intense pain, burns, and even permanent scarring. Recognized by the Guinness World Records as the most dangerous ant on Earth, the bulldog ant is both aggressive and tenacious, earning its name for qualities reminiscent of bulldog dogs: persistence, ferocity, and a no-nonsense approach to threats. Bulldog ants are visually striking, often displaying black or reddish bodies with powerful mandibles. They hunt during the day and are highly territorial, attacking intruders who venture near their nests. Their venom contains neurotoxins that trigger immediate and intense pain, as well as systemic reactions in sensitive individuals. In rare cases, allergic responses can escalate to life-threatening situations, requiring urgent medical attention. These ants' behavior reflects a combination of intelligence and instinct. Unlike social insects that rely purely on numbers, bulldog ants actively stalk their prey, injecting venom to immobilize or kill. Their aggression is not indiscriminate, it is defensive, protecting nests and food sources. Encounters with humans are uncommon but memorable, often leaving victims with hours of pain and swelling. Despite their danger, bulldog ants are a fascinating study in adaptation. Their physical prowess, venom potency, and bold temperament make them apex predators within their microhabitats. Observing them in the wild highlights the complex interactions between predator and prey, and the ways small creatures evolve extreme strategies for survival. Respecting their space is the only way to safely coexist with these formidable insects. Asian giant hornet, the apex predator of the insect world. The Asian giant hornet, often dubbed the murder hornet, is one of the most fearsome insects on the planet. Measuring up to 2 inches long and boasting wings that span more than 3 inches, this hornet commands respect with its sheer size alone. Its stinger, roughly 1/4 of an inch, delivers a venom potent enough to incapacitate small insects and induce extreme pain in humans. Predatory by nature, it preys on bees, mantises, and even smaller hornets, orchestrating attacks with precision that rivals human military tactics. A single hornet colony operates like a well-oiled machine. Scouts fly ahead to locate prey and communicate through pheromones, signaling the hive when a western honeybee nest is discovered. The result is a devastating assault, with hornets killing dozens of bees per minute. These raids are not just destructive, they are essential for the hornet's survival, supplying protein-rich food to feed the queen and larvae. In Japan, their encounters with humans are deadly, causing a dozen deaths annually, mostly among those allergic to their venom. The hornet's range has expanded beyond Asia. First sighted in the United States in 2019, scientists are concerned about their potential spread. While terrifying in the wild, in some cultures, they are considered a delicacy, often deep-fried and consumed for their protein-rich bodies. Yet this culinary use does little to diminish their lethal reputation. Encounters with an Asian giant hornet are rare but unforgettable. Their size, speed, and the intensity of their attacks make them one of nature's most efficient predators. Observing these hornets in action offers a chilling reminder of the fine balance between awe-inspiring natural behavior and deadly power. Even small insects, when united in large, coordinated numbers, can dominate entire ecosystems and inspire both fear and fascination. Kissing bugs. Creepy, blood-sucking wanderers. Kissing bugs, members of the Reduvid family, are both fascinating and horrifying. Named for their tendency to bite around human mouths while feeding on blood, they include around 130 species, mostly found in the Americas. Some species have also spread to Asia, Africa, and Australia. While their bites are painless at first, they pose a serious threat by transmitting Chagas disease, a condition affecting millions from Mexico to Argentina. These insects are nocturnal hunters, emerging at night to feed on vertebrate hosts. Their bites are subtle, often occurring while a person sleeps, leaving small puncture marks. Chagas disease develops gradually, with early symptoms including fever and fatigue. If untreated, it can cause severe cardiac and gastrointestinal issues, sometimes decades after the initial infection. Kissing bugs have a curious connection to history. Charles Darwin noted encounters with blood-feeding insects during his voyages, though it is unclear whether these bites contributed to his long-term illnesses. The bug's stealthy habits and disease potential make them a uniquely unsettling threat. Preventing exposure requires careful attention to living conditions, such as sealing cracks in walls, avoiding outdoor sleeping, and using insect screens. Their combination of creepy behavior and serious health risks has cemented their reputation as one of the most concerning blood-feeding insects globally. Encountering them is rare, but vigilance is essential in regions where they thrive. Botfly, the unsettling parasite. Botflies are bizarre insects with a life cycle that blurs the line between nature's creativity and horror. Adults resemble bumblebees, but are mostly concerned with reproduction, as they do not feed. Their larvae are the real stars of their parasitic strategy. Female botflies lay eggs on mammals, including cattle, rabbits, and sometimes humans. When the eggs hatch, the larvae burrow into the host's skin, feeding on tissue and forming painful lesions. These lesions may become infected, posing additional health risks. Once development is complete, the larvae exit the host and pupate in the soil. This parasitic stage, while distressing to the host, is a crucial ecological mechanism. By regulating host populations, botflies contribute to ecosystem balance. Their life cycle also provides scientists with insights into host-parasite interactions, immune responses, and the evolution of parasitism. Encounters with human hosts are rare but unforgettable. The sight of a small moving lump under the skin is alarming and requires careful medical attention to remove larvae safely. Despite their unsettling nature, botflies play a role in nature that balances ecosystems and enriches scientific understanding. Botflies exemplify the complex and sometimes terrifying strategies insects have evolved to survive. Their unique reproductive methods highlight the diversity of life cycles in the animal kingdom. While humans may view them with fear, in the wild, they are simply another highly specialized organism thriving in its niche. Their presence reminds us that even insects we find horrifying have critical roles in nature's intricate web. Velvet ants, colorful and painful imposters. Velvet ants, often called cow killers, are not true ants but wingless female wasps. They are instantly recognizable due to their bright, often red or orange coloration and fuzzy appearance. These warning colors serve a simple purpose: to warn potential predators that they are dangerous. Indeed, the sting of a velvet ant is among the most painful of any insect, capable of leaving a lasting burn and memorable pain for hours. Females, which resemble ants, are ground dwellers and do not fly, while males, which can fly, are rarely seen. Velvet ants are solitary hunters, and their bright coloration combined with a potent chemical defense makes them particularly memorable. When threatened, they emit a strong, foul odor that reinforces their warning. While their nickname cow killer suggests extreme danger, there is no verified evidence that they actually harm large animals. The name likely stems from folklore and the shocking pain of their sting, which can feel disproportionate to their small size. These insects are found across arid and semi-arid regions, burrowing in sandy soil and hiding in grasslands. Despite their aggressive defense mechanism, velvet ants are not socially organized. They do not form colonies. Their role in the ecosystem includes parasitizing other insect nests, particularly ground-nesting bees and wasps. By laying their eggs in host nests, they indirectly help regulate other insect populations. Velvet ants are a fascinating study in warning coloration and defensive evolution. Their combination of beauty, painful defense, and solitary behavior makes them both admired and feared by entomologists. Though humans rarely face life-threatening danger from these creatures, anyone unlucky enough to be stung will not forget the encounter for a long time. They are a reminder that in the insect world, size does not always correlate with danger. Deathstalker, scorpion, the silent predator. The deathstalker scorpion, or Lyrus quinquestriatus, is one of the most dangerous arachnids in the world. Found in North Africa and the Middle East, this yellow-brown scorpion can grow to over 7 inches, making it larger than many of its relatives. Its venom is highly potent, containing neurotoxins that can lead to extreme pain, nausea, breathing difficulties, and even death in vulnerable individuals. Medical emergencies often require anti-venom administration, as symptoms can escalate quickly. Deathstalkers are primarily nocturnal hunters, spending daylight hours hidden under rocks, in crevices or shaded areas. At night, they actively seek prey, relying on their venomous sting and swift reflexes to capture insects, lizards, and occasionally small mammals. Despite their lethal reputation, they are not aggressive toward humans unless provoked. Encounters are usually accidental, such as when someone disturbs their hiding spots while walking barefoot or handling debris. These scorpions are fascinating from a biological perspective. Their venom has been studied for potential medical applications, including treatments for cancer and diabetes, demonstrating that even deadly creatures can have positive contributions to science. Their complex behaviors, precise hunting methods, and potent venom make them apex predators in their microhabitats. Mosquito, nature's tiny assassin. Mosquitoes are more than just a bothersome buzz in your ear. They are among the deadliest creatures on Earth. Found across nearly every climate, from tropical jungles to Arctic fringes, these tiny insects have adapted to survive almost anywhere humans live. Females feed on blood to produce eggs, making them vectors for some of the world's most lethal diseases, including malaria, dengue, Zika, and West Nile virus. Malaria alone kills nearly 500,000 people every year, mostly in developing regions where preventive measures are limited. Their life cycle is a masterpiece of survival. Eggs laid in stagnant water hatch into larvae, then pupae, before finally emerging as adult mosquitoes ready to seek a host. Some species can enter dormancy during unfavorable seasons, re-emerging when conditions improve, ensuring their persistence even in challenging climates. Their sensory systems are finely tuned. Mosquitoes can detect body heat, carbon dioxide, and even human odors, allowing them to locate hosts with remarkable precision. Despite their small size and fragile bodies, mosquitoes have influenced history, health, and ecology in profound ways. Outbreaks of mosquito-borne diseases have altered population patterns, shaped agricultural practices, and even affected wars and migrations. Protective strategies like insect repellents, bed nets, and eliminating standing water are essential to reduce encounters and prevent disease transmission. Mosquitoes also serve ecological roles, feeding on nectar and providing a food source for birds, bats, and other insects. Yet, their impact on human life underscores a chilling paradox. These minuscule creatures are capable of shaping entire civilizations through the diseases they carry. Black widow spider, a deadly shadow in the dark. The black widow spider, instantly recognizable by its shiny black body and red hourglass marking, is one of the most feared arachnids globally. Preferring warm, dry environments, it lurks in hidden spaces such as woodpiles, garages, and abandoned buildings. Though small, its venom is potent, capable of causing intense pain, muscle cramps, nausea, and sweating. Fatalities are rare, yet children and elderly individuals are particularly vulnerable. Black widows are shy hunters, rarely aggressive unless provoked. They construct irregular, tangled webs to capture prey and protect their egg sacs, demonstrating both defensive and predatory behaviors. Their venom targets the nervous system, efficiently subduing insects, which also reflects the spider's evolutionary mastery of chemical warfare. Encounters with humans usually result from accidental disturbance rather than intentional attack. Protective measures are simple yet effective. Wearing gloves when working in storage areas, checking dark corners before reaching, and avoiding unnecessary contact can prevent stings. Despite their fearsome reputation, black widows are ecologically beneficial, controlling populations of insects that could otherwise overrun habitats or crops. The black widow embodies the blend of fear and fascination that many predators evoke. Its small size belies its lethal capability, making it a prime example of how even seemingly minor creatures can command respect through stealth, strategy, and deadly chemistry. Observing these spiders highlights the intricate balance between danger and ecological contribution. The venomous puss caterpillar, furry yet dangerous. The puss caterpillar, also known as the southern flannel moth larva, ranks among the most venomous caterpillars found in North America. This intriguing creature is easily recognizable by its dense, soft fur that varies in color from yellow to brown, accented with a distinctive dark stripe running along its back. Primarily inhabiting the wooded areas and gardens of the eastern United States, the puss caterpillar blends remarkably well with its surroundings, making it easy to overlook despite its potent defense mechanisms. What makes this caterpillar particularly dangerous is the array of venom-filled spines concealed beneath its furry exterior. These spines act as tiny venom dispensers, which can inflict painful stings when the caterpillar is touched or disturbed. The venom released by these spines triggers a range of unpleasant reactions in humans, the most common being intense itching and blistering of the skin. In more severe instances, individuals may experience systemic symptoms such as swelling, numbness, and even anaphylactic shock. Although cases of death from puss caterpillar stings are extremely rare, the severity of the pain often sends victims rushing to seek medical treatment. Despite their danger, puss caterpillars do not sting aggressively or actively attack humans. Rather, their venom is a defensive adaptation, released only when the insect feels threatened. This means that accidental contact or handling typically leads to the painful sting. For this reason, the safest approach is to admire these unusual insects from a distance and avoid any physical contact with them during outdoor activities. Their furry appearance may invite curiosity, but it's important to remember that beneath that soft fur, lies a powerful defense mechanism. The puss caterpillar's habitat spans a variety of environments in the eastern U.S., including wooded forests, residential gardens, and parks, areas where people often venture for recreation or gardening. Because of its ability to camouflage and its venomous nature, the puss caterpillar holds a place of concern among nature enthusiasts, gardeners, and parents. Wearing gloves during gardening and being vigilant when handling foliage or fallen leaves where these caterpillars may hide are practical preventive measures. Bullet ant, pain personified. The bullet ant, Paraponera clavata, has earned its fearsome name for a very good reason. Anyone who has experienced its sting compares it to the agony of a gunshot wound, hence the bullet moniker. But the pain isn't fleeting. It lingers, sometimes for up to 12 hours, leaving victims writhing, trembling, and utterly incapacitated. Entomologist Justin Schmidt famously placed it at the top of his sting pain index, describing it as akin to stepping on flaming coals while a rusty nail pierces your heel. The intensity of the sensation is so rare that Schmidt awarded it a 4+ on his scale, a designation reserved only for the most excruciating stings. Measuring about an inch in length, bullet ants are giants in the ant world. Despite their formidable sting, they are surprisingly calm and non-aggressive unless provoked. Their venom contains neurotoxins that trigger muscle spasms, burning sensations, and temporary paralysis in the affected area. The effects on the nervous system are enough to make even the bravest avoid them whenever possible. The bullet ant's notoriety extends beyond natural history. It plays a central role in cultural practices. Among the Sateré-Moé tribe of the Amazon, young men must endure initiation rites involving gloves filled with live bullet ants. They plunge their hands into the seething ants, often for up to 10 minutes, sometimes repeating the ordeal multiple times. This ritual tests endurance, courage, and resilience, with each participant leaving with a profound respect for the power of these tiny insects. While most people will never encounter a bullet ant, the experience of facing one is unforgettable. Its sting is more than a bite. It is a lesson in the raw intensity of nature. Assassin caterpillar, nature's hidden killer. The assassin caterpillar, Lonomia obliqua, is a tiny, nearly invisible predator with a lethal secret. Found in the rainforests of South America, it measures about 2 inches in length and blends seamlessly with green and brown foliage. Its unassuming appearance belies its deadly nature. Venomous spines line its body, each carrying a toxin that disrupts blood clotting and can trigger severe internal bleeding. Left untreated, envenomation can result in organ failure and even death. Despite its size, the assassin caterpillar has claimed hundreds of lives, making it the deadliest caterpillar in the world. The venom's mechanism is particularly insidious. By preventing coagulation, it causes uncontrolled hemorrhaging, often catching victims unaware until it's too late. Symptoms may appear gradually, creating a false sense of security before the condition becomes critical. The caterpillar is primarily active during the rainy season when humans are most likely to encounter it. It is solitary and slow-moving, relying entirely on camouflage for protection. Unlike predatory insects that hunt actively, the assassin caterpillar is passive but deadly, a perfect example of evolutionary specialization. Local residents and forest workers must exercise extreme caution when navigating areas where these caterpillars thrive. Education and awareness are essential to preventing fatalities. Avoiding direct contact, wearing protective clothing, and knowing first aid measures are crucial steps in minimizing risk. Though small and seemingly harmless, the assassin caterpillar demonstrates how lethality does not require size, speed, or aggression. It can exist quietly, hidden among leaves, waiting to deliver a fatal blow to the unwary. Brazilian wandering spider, silent assassin of the night. The Brazilian wandering spider, Phaneutria species, is one of the deadliest spiders on Earth. Native to Brazil, it earned its name due to its habit of wandering on the forest floor rather than staying in webs, making human encounters more likely. Its venom is potent, acting on the nervous system to induce symptoms such as drooling, rapid heartbeat, and severe pain. Male victims may experience additional discomfort in sensitive areas, emphasizing the spider's intense physiological impact. These spiders are nocturnal hunters, relying on stealth and agility rather than webs to capture prey. When threatened, they can bite defensively, delivering venom that can paralyze small animals and cause serious reactions in humans. Their coloration and nocturnal habits allow them to blend seamlessly into the Brazilian wilderness, making them nearly invisible until a close encounter occurs. Beyond the fear it inspires, this spider plays a vital ecological role. By preying on insects and small vertebrates, it helps regulate populations and maintain balance within the rainforest ecosystem. Its presence reminds us that nature's deadliest creatures often go unnoticed, quietly performing essential functions while carrying the capacity for danger. For anyone venturing into its habitat, awareness and care are essential to avoid a painful and potentially life-threatening encounter. Tsetse fly, tiny terror of Africa. The tsetse fly is small, unassuming, and deceptively deadly. Native to tropical and subtropical Africa, these insects measure barely half an inch, but have gained notoriety for transmitting African trypanosomiasis, commonly called sleeping sickness. Recognizable by their brown and yellow striped bodies, tsetse flies look harmless at first glance, but each bite delivers a parasite capable of causing severe illness, including fever, headaches, and extreme fatigue. Left untreated, the infection progresses to neurological damage and eventually coma, often resulting in death. Sleeping sickness remains a significant public health concern. Estimates suggest that between 50,000 and 500,000 deaths occur annually, though underreporting likely masks the true toll. Tsetse flies primarily feed on mammalian blood, and humans are not exempt. The disease disrupts the nervous system, which can lead to behavioral changes and severe disorientation, earning it the eerie nickname. Controlling tsetse populations is difficult due to their adaptability. They thrive in various habitats, from forests to savannas, and are attracted to movement and body heat. Measures like insecticide-treated traps, habitat management, and careful personal protection are critical in affected regions. Despite their tiny size, tsetse flies exemplify how small creatures can have massive impacts on human populations. Their role in spreading disease has influenced settlement patterns, agriculture, and travel throughout Africa. Encountering one may seem minor, but their consequences are anything but. Understanding tsetse behavior and taking precautions remains vital for those living or traveling in endemic areas. These flies serve as a sobering reminder that even the smallest insect can profoundly shape human history and health. Fleas. Tiny but dangerous parasites. Fleas are minuscule wingless insects notorious for their relentless biting. Measuring only 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch, they can jump impressive distances relative to their size, allowing them to infest animals, homes, and occasionally humans. Fleas are found worldwide but thrive in warm, humid climates, especially in areas where pets are common. Their bites produce intense itching, irritation, and red welts, but their true danger lies in disease transmission. Historically, fleas were carriers of the plague, responsible for devastating epidemics. Today, they continue to transmit illnesses such as cat scratch fever and tapeworms. Their rapid reproductive cycle makes infestations difficult to control. A few fleas on a pet or in a home can multiply into thousands in a matter of weeks if left unchecked. Preventing flea infestations requires diligence. Regular pet grooming, vacuuming, washing bedding, and treating animals with veterinarian-recommended insecticides are essential steps. Fleas also demonstrate remarkable adaptability. They can survive periods without a host, hiding in carpets, furniture, or cracks. Despite their small size, fleas exemplify the principle that even the tiniest creatures can have significant impacts. Their persistence and ability to spread disease make them a formidable nuisance and health threat. For humans and animals alike, vigilance and preventive measures are key to avoiding the discomfort and danger that fleas bring. Driver ants, nature's relentless march. Driver ants, also called army ants, are among the most aggressive and disciplined insects on Earth. Native to the forests and savannas of Africa, their colonies are vast, sometimes stretching over 30 miles with millions of ants working in perfect harmony. Unlike many insects that act individually, driver ants operate as a single, coordinated unit. Their society is highly structured. Queens lay thousands of eggs, Soldiers defend the colony with powerful mandibles, workers forage for food, and drones contribute to reproduction. These ants are not just fast, they are relentless. Capable of moving up to 10 miles per hour, they can swarm over obstacles, trees, and even humans in their path. Their attacks are highly organized. If a threat or prey is detected, scouts alert the colony, and waves of ants move in precise formations to subdue it. Humans may experience bites that tear the skin, but these ants primarily target other insects and small animals, devouring them quickly. Driver ants thrive in warm, humid conditions and are particularly common in tropical forests. They play a crucial ecological role, helping control populations of other insects and even small vertebrates. Despite their terrifying reputation, their attacks are rarely fatal to humans, though they can cause significant pain, infection, and psychological distress. Watching a swarm of driver ants in action is like witnessing a living, moving organism, an insect army that leaves no prey unscathed. Indian red scorpion, a tiny desert assassin. The Indian red scorpion is one of the most venomous scorpions in the world, native to India, Pakistan, and parts of the Middle East. Typically growing up to 4 inches in length, its body color ranges from reddish-brown to vivid orange, blending seamlessly into the dry, sandy landscapes it inhabits. It favors arid environments, often hiding under debris, stones, or agricultural fields where it can hunt unsuspecting prey. Its venom is neurotoxic, attacking the nervous system of its target. A sting from an Indian red scorpion can cause severe pain, localized swelling, numbness, and in extreme cases, paralysis or respiratory distress. While fatalities are uncommon thanks to modern medical care, children and elderly individuals are at higher risk. Prompt medical treatment is essential to counteract the venom and prevent complications. The scorpion's behavior is generally nocturnal. During the day, it hides away to avoid predators, emerging at night to hunt insects, small reptiles, and occasionally rodents. Unlike social insects, Indian red scorpions are solitary predators, relying on stealth and venom rather than numbers. Their venom is a sophisticated biochemical tool, allowing them to subdue prey much larger than themselves. Humans often encounter Indian red scorpions when agricultural activity disturbs their hiding places. Protective footwear, gloves, and careful handling of debris can prevent stings. Whether crawling, flying, or lurking where you least expect them, these insects remind us that size isn't everything when it comes to danger. The next time you see a seemingly harmless bug, take a moment to appreciate its power and maybe give it a little space. Nature may be beautiful, but it's also full of surprises that can sting, bite, or worse. Some encounters are better left to the imagination than experienced firsthand.